New developments surrounding a Fort Pierce mosque connected to the Orlando shooter.
An arsonist set fire to the building, and rather than rebuild, the group has now decided to move on. CBS 12's Al Peffley is investigating and joins us live at the mosque located along Midway Road. Al?
John, they've already demolished a portion of this mosque that was heavily damaged in the fire, and they've said for months they plan to stay here and rebuild. But now they say it won't be worth it, and they plan to move somewhere else. The Islamic Center of Fort Pierce was the scene of a horrific fire September 11th, the fire that gutted the mosque that sheriff's deputies say was deliberately set. That attack has created so many painful memories for those who worship here, they've decided to find another suitable building and move rather than rebuild.
We could have been burned. Some of us could have been burned because less than an hour before there were people in there. Our kids, some kids were even there. So it brings unpleasant memories.
There have been other incidents of hate directed at the mosque, such as this attack on a worshiper that was caught on a security camera back in July. Another reason to move, they say, rather than rebuild, is the cost. It would be too expensive to stay where they are.
At this point, they have narrowed their options to 2 or 3 spaces that are suitable to operate as an Islamic center.
He won't say where those sites are, except to say that the locations are in the vicinity of the current mosque. Some who live nearby say they would prefer that the mosque leave the neighborhood.
After all the stuff that happened, it's probably better off they move and relocate, because if they rebuild, it just might happen again and it might be worse next time.
Some don't mind having a mosque as a neighbor.
Now that I found out that they're leaving, I really wish they weren't. You know, I mean, I kind of like having them there.
I'm surprised. I didn't know they were going to move. I have no problems with them being there at all.
And the locations that they're looking at have not been disclosed. The leaders of the mosque will decide in a month or two which of those buildings they want to buy. Live in Fort Pierce, Al Peffley, CBS.